Hey Tammy, so this is a video just for you as I wasn't sure the quickest way to go about marking the rest of your work here. So I'm just having a look at this plan first of all. It's difficult for readers to truly understand Changez's action and motivations. One of the things I thought I'd mention before I forget is you talked here about the stereotypes crowding readers' judgment. The correct word is actually clouding, cloud, C-L-O-U-D. Um, okay, so basically the only other thing with this one here is I'd have a look at a bit more at the narrative style. So I guess you just have to make sure that you address that in your first paragraph, the fact that we only see things from Changez's point of view and and therefore, like you said next, with his deceit, that means because we can only see things through his eyes, and the fact that his messages change means that we can't completely um, trust him. So I was interested in your third idea. I'm just going to read it over again. Hmm. So it's an interesting idea that you've chosen for the third idea. I've got to admit, it wouldn't have sprung to my mind first, but it could actually be a really good paragraph, provided that you support it with enough evidence. Okay. What else could you have discussed? So readers to truly understand Chang's actions and motivations. Discuss. Yeah, another thing that you could have emphasized on with regards to it's difficult for the readers to truly understand is that notion of the readers being from a capitalist background. You know what I mean? Like they are probably more likely to understand that sort of capitalist environment of America and not so much like how he would feel as a Pakistani. But, I might actually do at least one paragraph on how the readers are able to understand his actions and motivations, like the elements that he writes that does make it easier for us to understand, because you've got to admit when you read this book, by the end of it you do sort of have some empathy for Pakistan's position, and I think sometimes we do share his distaste for the American way of being. We see them as kind of harsh and caring only about money or lost in nostalgia. So I think that the way that he outlined some of the negatives, I think it would be worth spending at least one paragraph, maybe the third paragraph, on the ways that he writes that does help us to understand his actions and his motivations. Okay, so back into it. What have we got here? All right. Hamid suggests that relationships between people are contrived and fragile. How does he suggest this? Ah, this is what we talked about before. Mm. Yeah. Okay. Relationships between people are contrived and fragile. How does he suggest this? So I'll just go back to what I sent you before. Sorry for making you wait. Where are we? Um, Hold up. I'll send you another recording in a bit.